in social therapy a long time, and I feel like it grew a head taller in this larger, expansive group from and with the leadership of all of you.
Can you say that again, Carrie?
The whole thing, or just that last part?
That last part.
Okay. I said I've been in social therapy for a very long time, and I experienced it growing a head taller in this environment and led by these beautiful people.
Gary, means so much.
I would like to know this music that Des has so beautifully uh, given us these 4 days.
Ha! The playlist.
When
The
I
playlist.
find when I find out, Rochelle, I'll let you know because I don't even remember.
It's okay. It's just so spiritual to me. It is so, it's alchemical, the way we have developed from the beginning of the music, the first note on Thursday,
Hmm.
last note today, and as Mika was saying, improvising the entire time. But thank you for it.
I second that. I tried to Shazam a lot of the songs, and they're not in that orbit.
Maybe you can, Des, you can send that to all of us when you
Oh, yeah.
figure it out.
If he figures it out, we'll come over and decipher.
Well, I want to take
David
this up.
Belmont's influence with the
Oh,
beats.
yes. I want to take this opportunity to tell Rochelle I was on a cruise in September. I ran up to this woman and I said, Rochelle, it wasn't you, honey. So I'm so glad to see you.
Where were you? It might have been me.
I was on a cruise, and it wasn't though. I made her turn around and I explained to her how she could be your sister. Love you, girl.
I love you too.
I imagine that we are going to be doing a lot of appreciating in our close in some form, but off of just asking Des the question, I just wanted, I know how many of us feel unbelievable appreciation for Des.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
the
Thank you,
energy,
Des.
the consistent energy of
Yeah.
hosting and the volume of, and I know there are many ZJs partnering with you, Des, but just such love and appreciation for you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. It's like a boat that we're all captaining together.
Yeah.
And to be behind the wheel sometimes, but all together on it.
You did it.
Hi, Monique Sanders. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. How you doing? Hi.
I
Hi,
just
Raquel.
I'd like to jump in here since it's been such a special treat for me. I appreciate all of you so much because for many PTWs, I've been 12 time zones away. And so usually I can participate in one session a day. And so I've loved meandering in the mess with all of you, and just want to thank you very much. It's been great because I'm here in New York City for a short time now, but for all of this PTW. So it's been great. Thank you.
Yay.
Lovely.
Thanks, Joe.
And we got together just for your
Should we
birthday.
begin?
Joe.
Oh, is she like featured?
Yeah, she's supposed to be.
I know.
Yeah, she's
on
leading the thing.
purpose.
I realized the purpose, those what do we call them? The commercials, the advertisements, all those slides served a very important purpose, because then they stopped and oh, okay. Lovely people are performing appreciation. I wanted us to start with yet another musical piece, one that we have is dear to us at the Institute and at Performing the World, and that in some ways brings us back to the Playing for Change session. this is their very first music video that they made before they knew what they were doing. It's quite beautiful, and you wouldn't know it was the first one if I hadn't told you. But it does exemplify what people have been saying and what I think we've been doing for 4 days, and what performing helps you to do. So, Des, let's play "Stand by Me."
This song says, no matter who you are, no matter where you go in your life, at some point you're gonna need somebody to stand by you. Oh yeah, oh my darling, stand by me. No matter who you are, no matter where you go in life, you gonna need somebody to stand by you. No matter how much money you got, all the friends you got, you gonna need somebody to stand by you. When the night has come and the land is dark and that moon is the only light we'll see. Though I won't be afraid, though I won't shed one tear, just as long as your people come and stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Come on, stand by me. Yeah. Oh, when that sky that we look upon, well, she tumble and fall on the mountains, they should crumble into the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Please stand by me. Stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Please stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, baby, baby. So darling, darling, stand. Oh, stand. Oh, stand. Stand by me. Come on, stand by me. Stand. Oh, won't you stand? Oh, stand. Stand by. Come on, stand by me. When the night has come and the land is dark and the Thank you. Thank you.
Hi. How's it going? It's wrapping up.
I love that video.
Oh my.
Anyway, just to plug them again, you can see that and dozens and dozens of others of theirs made since then on playingforchange.org. So you all, I think that we have been I love this word, witness. We have been witnessing Standing by Me for 4 days, whether that's in remote parts of Kenya, whether that's in Nigeria, whether that's in the United States, and many, many other places. There's a lot of witness going on. That's why I wanted to play the song. You'll also notice I have this graphic behind me, and if you were in the opening session, you will recognize it as a rhizome. And my rhizome, since I think that that is the best description that one can give of oneself, as this haphazard looking connection of experiences and histories and relationships and places. My rhizome is so much bigger than it was on Thursday morning. And our rhizome, because I also think that a rhizome is the way to describe the transforming of this world, and that performing the world is a wonderfully expanding movement, a rhizomic movement. I think it has expanded and broadened very much. And I mean that really concretely. Like, I mean, the, I think 12-year-old girl from Colombia who spoke to us. I think she was from Colombia. Yeah. She's in my world now. She's here, one of these spots. And Wycliffe's young people, dancers, performers, skip makers, drummers, they're all here. And I want you to take 30 seconds only and see if you can imagine your rhizome and how all those people that you saw and heard in the last 4 days are here with you. They are in there. Mm-hmm. They are who you are. Mm-hmm. It's not easy. It's not easy to put it away as an experience. Oh yeah, there were a lot of kids dancing. And they were real human beings. They weren't a lot of kids dancing. So, thank you for taking the time to do that. Also in our rhizome are all those people who were here through a watch party. And we have some slides, and I'd like to bring up Sandy Friedman, who organized and the brainchild and the organizer of watch parties, to share just a little with us. Thank you, Sandy.
Lois. Thank you, Lois. As Lois was saying, that, over the last several days, we've been meandering in the mess together. We've also been creating and organizing power. And one expression of that power has been the watch parties we've all been seeing all over the world. Though this is the end, we're coming to the end of PTW 2025, it's not the end of creating and organizing power. And one of the things we're eager to do is make all of the videos of all of the presentations available to everyone here, and to invite all of you to use them as a way of creating a watch party after PTW, to invite friends, colleagues, loved ones, students, people you work with, people who simply need hope in their lives. My information and contact will be in the chat. Please reach out to me. And I'd like to just say it's been a complete joy and a complete honor to spend these last few days with you, and indeed to spend my life with you all. Lois, back to you.
Thank you, Sandy. Beautiful to see those. Well, now we'd like to hear, I don't know, either in some ways it's anything you want to say, and you could also respond to a prompt. One prompt is, what have you learned about creating and organizing power from these 4 days? Another prompt is, tell us one of the many aha moments you've had in the last 4 days. Another prompt is, share your appreciation in a way you never would imagine that you could. So you can ignore any or all of those prompts, or you could take one, and we're going to call you up. Not everybody, I don't think we have time for, but 5 volunteers at a time. We're going to spotlight you, and you're going to just improvise your response to my invitation. So raise your hand so you move to the top, and Des knows who and how to spotlight you.
Lois, I'm so sorry. Could you repeat your prompts?
Oh my goodness. Do I remember them?
I'll write them.
What have you learned? Somebody can do that. What have you learned about creating and organizing power the last 4 days? Share one of your many aha moments in the last 4 days. And the third one was what?
Show your appreciation in a way you never have before.
Yeah, that you never ever have before. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, I don't need to be spotlit anymore, Des. We need 4 more. Good. There's another one. 3 more. You don't have to know what you're going to say before you raise your hand. You all know that, right? Thank you, Raquel. And 2 more. Gail. And Martha. Wonderful. Okay. So curtain up, let's begin.
Just start talking?
Alice?
Yeah.
Alice's group.
Hi. I was just from the break dancing session. His name was Abraham, and I was just so touched. I wrote down what he said. I'm not just me. I'm all the people I've touched. I keep learning. And
Yeah.
that's
Thank you.
Do you want
well, I was just thinking I loved the gift and the other day. I was forgetting his name, but I loved them. They were so lovely. Witness. I love those names and I love them. The music was incredible, and I love being with all of you. It's been really wonderful, and being with our little group. So I was thinking of dancing as a way of showing appreciation.
Go for it. Great.
Love it.
Thank you, Diane. And Alice, Jessica.
Yes.
All right, next is
All
David.
right, I just wanted to say thank you for creating hope together. We created hope together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Too many moments. The moment that pops into my mind is in Art for Acts, or the migrant and refugee session.
Right.
Joel, the guitar player. I always love a good guitar player, man. You know, and he was just lovely. Totally open and just wonderful musically. The thing that popped into my head to say, as one of my favorite things are epigraphs, which are quotes from something else, usually songs or poems. And thinking about the totality of PTW this year, an odd one popped into my head because it's from the band Buffalo Springfield in 1967. I believe Steve Stills wrote this. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, David. Love that.
My
Raquel.
aha was I could be learning how to. I want to be in the 4-week class of artficacy. I want to take the 4-week session of like learning how to be, to create and respond to the political moment in ways that both are inviting conversation and saying something that takes care of the speaker. I think I was like, I could continue to be learning from the world, but that particularly spoke to me.
I think I've been very moved by the work in Uganda. And as an educator, to watch what these people are doing with these children to inspire and give hope, and to see how far. I wish that I was younger, because I would love to go and do that. So it was very inspiring to see what we're doing with children that they don't get this opportunity, and they're giving them so much opportunity to live, grow, and develop, and to develop in the unknowing. And look what they've done with it. Incredible, incredible performances. It was extremely moving to me, with a lot of hope.
Thanks, Gail.
For me, it has been so many moments, but the moment I feel very, very special is that project in Medellin, something called, if I remember correctly, Green Hope. And the green hoop for me brought many metaphors of our own work. A metaphor that how you could a garbage a space be converted into a beautiful, flourishing park. And then this was all done by this younger generation, full of enthusiasm, full of clear ideas about how the change could happen, change in action. And then when she said, when I asked her, this girl, I said, well, how did you learn from the nature? Because they were planting trees. So it was not so much listening the facilitator, but observing the process through the process of the nature. And she brought the most beautiful, inspiring thing for my day, because I have to be that day into other sessions of expressive arts. And she said it was the seeds, how little seeds could become these trees. And for me, that metaphor holds so much. It was a total reality of the trust on the children, on the younger generation. And also when I saw the two men, the Jewish man and the Palestinian guy, the moment they saw each other, the moment that through the Zoom you could feel the energy of two souls getting together, is when they mentioned the two little girls dying. So again, for me, it was like the power of the children and young people, that it has different ways of expressing, and from where me as an adult, I'm learning quite a lot to understand better this world by listening and watching and appreciating everything they are doing. Thank you very much. It was so beautiful.
Thank you, Martha. Thank you, everybody. And let's have 5 more. The reason for the spotlight is to slow us down a little bit and to see your beautiful faces a little better, rather than speaking from our little tiny picture. Okay. Wonderful. Nika, you're next to me on my screen. Would you like to go there? Oh, never mind. Next time. We got 5. Okay. Let's thank you for coming to the stage. Louis.
Well, it's been a great 4 days. In particular, I'd like to, particularly significant to me, were the presentations that were made by Wycliffe Barasa and by Abraham Tekya from Uganda. I think they have already been mentioned. I met Wycliffe on a Zoom event a couple of months ago, I think, and I've been, ever since I heard that he was going to be presenting Performing the World, I have been looking forward to it, and I was not disappointed. I want both Wycliffe and Abraham to know. I should also mention that I was very moved to see both Wycliffe and Abraham in other sessions than the ones they were leading. And I have a profound response to their leadership. There was, I don't really know how to express it. There is a steadiness and a modesty, you might even say, in their presentations that I found quite overwhelming, given the significance of what they're doing. And I want to say that's a part of the world that in Tanzania and South Sudan and in Kenya and Uganda themselves, there is violence going on. And I just want to say, please take care of yourselves. Like, we need you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lou. Are
Did you call me, Lois?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, okay. Like others are saying, there were so many moments here. In particular, things that stood out for me, the gift in the water, that whole piece in the water and responding to the social motion of young people coming out in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria. I think also younger people being related to in many of the presentations as important collaborators that have something to say and to offer, as well as the responsibility that we all have and have to grapple with, hugely impacted me that they're relating and being related to, but relating and growing social responsibility. It's just so emotional, and powerful. I think also in the combatants for peace, when I think it was, I'm forgetting their names now, Bassam and Renee, were those their names? Well, when Renee said Bassam fell in love with me, in this process, that was so intimate and emotional for me. And then, Louis, what you were saying about Wycliffe and Barasa and Abraham, just and see the break dancers and seeing the whole perspective of empowering girls and women, and what that's looking like in these countries, and where that little girl, maybe her name was Abby, who joined when she was 2 and she's now 7 or 8, and she's teaching breakdancing to boys, and other girls, but I could go on and on. It just was very, very powerful. And to our very last, developing across borders and creating our mental health. What a powerful presentation from all of you, and the growth amongst all of you, the teams that are doing it and continuing to grow it is, of course, just very emotional for me. And I'm very proud of the commitment and the responsibility. So thank you.
Thanks, Barb.
Joyce.
Yeah. I think there's another line that I think of from the song that David Belmont was sharing. Something's happening here, what it is ain't exactly clear. I believe the next line is something like, there's a man standing over there who's telling us we better beware. And you watch all of our sessions and you watch our children dancing in the midst of war-torn countries and poverty, immoral, unbearable poverty. And I feel like, if I put voices to their songs, it would be, yeah, we know we ought to beware. We feel your guns pointed at our heads. All of us do. All of us in this conference do. And yet we dance and we create, including we create what power is and how to build it from the grassroots up and how to challenge authority, whether it's through psychology or education or politics, all the ways that we challenge, including the authority of, we know who's worth being alive and we know who's collateral damage. So we may not know. We may be very accepting of the unknowable, but we get to decide. So what I've learned once again about power is who decides? Well, performing the world, as we perform the world together, we're saying we're changing the game of who gets to decide who lives, who dies, and what it means to love and build and create and perform the world. So it's wonderful to be part of this developing rhizome with all the people who we hear, all the people around the world, and all the people we do not know who are also creating rhizomes. So thank you to the conveners of Performing the World and the participants and to all those children.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you, Joyce. Hi, everybody. I'm so grateful and happy to be here and look at everybody from all over the world. This is always one of my favorite things, is looking at all these little boxes and these homes and locations and people, some of whom I've never seen before, some of whom I emailed last week and say, am I going to see you at PTW? And we're here, and this has been fantastic. One thing that I wrote down in an earlier session today, I liked it so much, I'm going to say it here now. Creating communities based on mutual care and support. So that's, I think we're getting more training on that. I like the way Lois was talking about the rhizomes and how similar they are, or how did you put it? Ginger, turmeric, and bamboo. Rhizomes, rhizomatic. Love it. Thank you.
Thanks, Carol. Rochelle.
Oh, yes, thank you. There was so much that this conference has done, but I do feel that the whole experience for me has been alchemical in the way that we've come together with each other. I mean, I can't say enough about the people on this Zoom call as well, who are the reason why I'm here and why I'm able to see the beautiful people that were presenters from around the world. And I keep getting surprised by learning who I am from people who are giving who they are, the histories. And particularly in this Performing the World, it seemed to me almost everybody was Black. But that was because I don't see many people who look like me, believe it or not, in the US. And seeing these faces and these children, and then the other generations, I guess since I've become vintage, I sort of got to a point where I thought I couldn't be surprised anymore by anything. And I am so thrilled that I am surprised and that I didn't know most of what I'm learning here. I feel like I'm a learner. um, in our Wednesday group that Jen and I do, one of our clients said that social therapeutics is art, is an art form. And the same week, I read something by Picasso where he said, art washes the dust off of our souls. This conference washed the dust
Mhm.
off my soul.
Yeah.
Thank you all, because you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Rochelle, in the breakout session for the Zip Talks that we were in together, you said something that I thought was so important, and it was about history. Do you remember what you said, and can you share or expand on that?
Well, I do remember that you inspired me when you said history is now, and that made me appreciate more how to be here now, because we are creating it as we go. It's like when Fred said years ago, what we're doing is, what did he say about history? History is the cure. That's what it was. He wrote, history is the cure. And I swear to God, I think that's absolutely true with a capital T. That's what this whole experience, and particularly the history, has been so all over the place. And I used to hate history, but I think it was because it was his story, not our story. And we are creating our story.
Mhm. Our street.
Yes, our street.
Our street.
Our street. Art
Our
is
street.
art. Is that
Thank
what
you.
it was, Lois? I mean,
Yeah, it was something like that. Yes, yes, you caught the heart of it. Yeah, thank you.
okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you, five of you. So profoundly touching.
Mm.
Do we want to hear from five more people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Seems like we want to hear from them, but we don't want to be there. Oh, there we go.
We don't want to be them. Is that what you said? Thank you, Mika.
Does that mean I'm going first?
You don't have to.
Yeah, I think I need a minute. Jeffrey,
Okay.
would you mind going for it?
Oh, we're gonna get
Great.
three more people up
Yeah,
there,
we need
Mika.
three
Don't
more
worry.
people.
You have about a minute. Mary and Gloria, great.
One more.
We have two hands up.
And Don.
And
Ooh, we have
Don.
6,
And
7.
Gabriel.
Ooh, I have to sit up.
All right, Don, why don't we start with you? We'll
Me?
end with Mika.
All right. I think what I came away with is the permeability of all these various borders. So when we use borders, we tend to think of nation states, cities, states, countries, oceans, rivers, and those are given a lot of weight. I keep going back to that TED Talk, and I think I searched it so I can try to say her name. Thais Salazi speaks of the myth of a national identity. And here we're creating, much as we're creating our story as opposed to history, we're creating something other than these various borders, even as we deal with vastly different cultures in some cases, different conditions. And that's what I've loved about doing this. It's been a great experience.
Thank you, Dan. Don. Mary.
Sure. Well, I thought I would be one of those people who actually, I really don't know what I want to say. And just give it a shot. But as Don was speaking, I was thinking about it would be easy to say it was inspiring. And actually I've become a big believer in inspiration. And it was. Um, and I feel like it was, but sometimes inspiration can feel a little distancing, like they're over there doing that, and we're here and we're going to. But it felt like so melded that and I was thinking, what a privilege it is to be to feel as one with everyone. Like we really are creating this simultaneously. Maybe we may never know the scope and the depth, but I feel that very much like it's just such a source of energy and fuel. And I'm so I just feel like, oh great, I now have more to reinvest and reinvest and reinvest and then see what emerges from that. But my gosh, it's like, because I'm in a field that people often talk about burnout. And I think how wonderful that I actually never feel burnt out because there's just so much. We're the energy source. So I genuinely never feel like, wow, if anything, it's like, okay, how can I now invest that? And all that we produced this weekend. And I just have a visceral sense of um, whatever is going on in Uganda or, all the countries of the world. I don't need to know about it, but I just feel like it is just a never ending source of, I don't know, happiness. And all right, great. And that, I don't know. And then, so I just feel like it's that sense of, okay, tomorrow or later today, I'm going to go reinvest and reinvest and reinvest.
Thank you. Gloria. Yeah.
Wow, so much, but I think there's something that just hit my gut, and that was, and it's been sitting with me, that was the combatants for peace. And the part of it that, and I mentioned this at one of the sessions, that just, it was a aha moment or something, an aha moment. It was when we saw the film, and we didn't see the entire film, but that moment of the film where the Israelis were on one side, the Palestinians were on the other, and then the Israeli soldiers were caught in the middle. And it just jumped out of the film. It jumped out of the film, meaning, this, what is that expression, like a theater or vision, visual could take place of 1,000 words or whatever that expression is. But I just felt that a reappreciation for the power of performance, the power of political theater, the power of using creativity to help people see who may not see, and help people feel who may not feel. And there's something else to take out. And that piece is only one of them. There's many things to take out. So I don't know. I was just reappreciating performance, play, power, creativity, and theater.
Thank you. Jeff?
One, I was incredibly moved by the passion of leadership in each case, that there were people who felt so moved and took responsibility and brought people together, and that's going on all over the world. I Another thing is I think Mary was saying, I just feel I have so much to talk about now, so much to share with the world. And I've already, I mean, throughout the conference and now as an organizer, I'm enriched at my toolkit. I can't wait to introduce each one of the people in the groups to different folks. It's like, and to create hope and to create organizing and to create movement. I just feel so like, wow, this is what a gift as somebody who believes in a whole world to be able to share the whole world across borders. I wanted to, there were so many things from around the world that moved me, but I actually also want to just acknowledge how moving the last session was. The developing across borders and all of the people who participated. Uh, I think I just was extremely moved by the passion and the sophistication and the commitment over so many years through Skype and everything else and internet breakdowns. And then by the people who participated not only as the leaders of those groups or the facilitators, but by the clients who wanted so much to be helped and to give help and to create connection. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, how proud I am of what people have created, and I feel so I've had a personal connection with some of the people who presented, and of course I feel particularly moved. But by it was the actually just now I feel who said the word withness. I just feel I feel withness. It's a new emotion, I guess, or at least a new word. And so thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. The poetry and eloquence is almost overwhelming. Now, before we turn to the next thing we have planned, someone mentioned Skype from the early days. So Zoom is a much better platform than Skype, right? Right. But without a conductor, one always stays on the platform. We need to spotlight, he needs to spotlight himself, our conductor, Desiree Wanden.
Oh man, I wasn't prepared for that.
I know you weren't.
Okay.
Yay!
Yes.
Right.
Okay, as in your own language, in gibberish, in whatever way you want, let us give our appreciation to our conductor of conductors.
The only news I trust.
You are the best.
Des.
Des.
Love you,
Des.
Des. You're the man.
Say D. You say E. Desiree. Desiree.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, who's that?
Who's dog?
I'm even getting love from the canines.
Of course.
Yes, yes. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, thank you. This has been absolutely phenomenal 4 days to be your host. And we already want to give a big, big shout out to all our 327 registrants, 38 countries around USA, Canada, South Africa, India, Denmark, Morocco, the UK, Serbia, Israel, Nigeria, Mexico, Portugal, Australia, Ecuador, Kenya, Colombia, Japan, Belgium, Spain, Argentina, Sweden, Uganda, Taiwan, the United Arab Emirates, Uruguay, Peru, Austria, Thailand, Philippines, Costa Rica, Switzerland, Niger, Germany, Philippines, Paraguay, Netherlands, and Ireland, and the United States. Thank you, everyone. And yes, though I'm getting all of this love, couldn't be possible also without my team that worked so hard with me all these previous weeks to get prepared with all of the presenters for performing the world. So let me give them a big shout out. Marie Harris-Mendy from Brazil. She's not here, but big shout out to her. Nicole Ribeiro from Brazil. Big shout out, Nicole. Thank you so much. Luciana Cole from Brazil. Big shout out to you, Luciana. Vivian Carrillo from Brazil. Big shout out, Vivian. Let's give a big shout out to Vivi. Not only did she play a role in tech, but she helped organize zip files and did a lot of other work behind the scenes.
Yay, Vivi. Yay, Vivi. Vivi.
Yes. We have Darshana Chowdhury from Mumbai, India. Thank you so much, Darshana. And finally, Diane Whitehouse out of Massachusetts in the United States. Thank you so
All right,
much.
Diane. Thank you, Diane.
I'm going to pass
Thank
it back
you.
over to you, Lois.
Now, I know if you were at the opening session also, you might remember the poem that Stephen Licardi created from everything you wrote in the chat. And the questions that prompted your writing in the chat was, how did you get here and where is here?
Yeah.
And we asked Stephen to bring us back that poem. And David Belmont found some music. I don't think it's David's music, is it, David? I don't think it's his. I don't think he
Well,
wrote it.
I didn't write the piece. I play on it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's in there,
And
just
so
like all of you
whatever
are
you do.
going to be in this poem. So, thank you, Lois, for inviting me back to gift this to y'all. Again, it's been lovely to be on this journey with y'all. And yeah, I want to gift y'all this poem. Now, I will say, just in the spirit of playfulness, I encourage y'all to go back and watch the recording of the opening ceremony, because I'm going to be reading this poem from beginning to end. And at the opening ceremony, I wrote it from the end. I read it from the end to the beginning. So you're going to get a different poem, a different experience, and this time with some music. So I'll let the
That's
music
great.
roll and we'll dive in. What a time to be alive. Fellow performers and transformers, I am here because of my free will. Prior experience, a long road, my children brought me here. Here is this Zoom, this heart. This is a huge room, big heart, pictures over the years, digital, by way of Montauk. Taste the rhizome. V-Day. I have been here for a very long time, interested in improving the world, a creative, growthful environment, twinkling, zoom, zoom, zoom through generosity and love here in my community. Through 50 years of grassroots organizing, here is hope, snowstorm, history delivered me over the oceans and through the woods and forests. Since the beginning, I got here with love and curiosity. I found, have created both here. I came with, through the emergence between a million little choices, and ever unfolding now, by always searching even when I didn't know what it was for. Following breadcrumbs left by others, here is the cracks. Now touring, I got here by following my friends. If your hand is raised, here is the world we're in together, to do even more things that I love. I am from the light and the stars, unknown, unknowable conveyance. While figuring out my many things, I've been here ever since. I got here by necessity, still arriving. I got here from hurting, free gift to all others who are not here. Here is home, cyberspace that transcends, like-minded. Here we are playing to understand in the middle of a hurricane. I am here as an internationalist, a series of fortunate events by my little feet, by a friend who sees something in me, an art hive. Here is a site of possibility, an opening. I got here through wanting to be more than society told me I could be. Where is here? Here is here and anywhere. I got here through a wild mix of deep concern and hope, one performance at a time. I have always been here. Thank you all for always being here with me. And
Beautiful.
always being with you. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Just beautiful.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lois, for the opportunity to come back and to bookend this lovely, incredible Performing the World 2025.
That music was splendid.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. I loved hearing it in both ways. No, I don't remember Thursdays, but I'll go back. Okay, for our final act today, we want to ask another question, and to ask it, Dan Friedman is going to come up, the co-convener of Performing the World. And question is, where do we go from here?
It's clear, I think, to all of us that Performing the World is something more or other than a conference. Although that too, I guess, to use Lois's language, which is so apt, it's a horizon that's spreading all over the world and connecting to so many projects that are impacting on the world. And what I wanted to focus on for a moment is the second part, the subtitle of Performing the World 2025, which we've meandered in the mess quite a lot, and we've talked about that a lot. We've only touched a little bit on creating and organizing power. And that's, I think, a really important part of what we are and do. You all are not just radical helpers. You're not only working to make life a little better, a little easier, for some people here and there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I also sense in all of us a desire, a dream, a determination to qualitatively transform how the world is organized. It certainly isn't working well for most people now. And that, to achieve that kind of transformation, we have to look at and create and exercise power. And again, to jump back to a quote that came up earlier today from Dr. King, he said, "Power at its best is love, implementing the demands of justice. And justice at its best is power connecting everything that stands against love." But power comes up against authority. Power has to create an alternative. Now, there's all kinds of power. There's destructive power where you fight against things, and we all know that, and many of us been involved in that. But there's also reconstructive power, and that's what I see that the performing the world community is all about: creating something other, creating something new, empowering people in new ways. And so, what we're asking you to do now, after last 2024's conference, we had a series of conversations where we said, what else can performing the world do? What else can this community create? And out of that, there were many suggestions, some of which have come into, at least one has come into full fruition, which is to hold sessions, slowing down sessions for activists, so that we're not just reactive and crazy against everything that's being thrown at us, to slow down and see things in new ways. And that's been led by Hector Arizabal from Colombia and Sandra Paola Lopez down in El Paso, Texas, and Elena, who work with the migrants in Europe. And they've done 2 sessions, and they're going to do more in the coming year. There's also, we're on the verge of having international storytelling circles. This is not just at the conference, but throughout the year, all of these things, which will be led by a grouping based in the coal country of Eastern Kentucky. And so what I want to ask you to do is take a moment or 2 or 3 and write in the chat ideas you might have for what performing the world can do going forward to keep generating power, to keep sparking new ideas, new activities, new ways of connecting. Again, we won't talk about it in depth now, but it would be lovely to have a whole list of ideas, things you're thinking about. Maybe you haven't been thinking about that at all, but think about it now. Feel it now. What else could performing the world do other than have another great conference next year, which we plan to do, but as an ongoing activity, as a global community, as a rise zone? How can we keep developing?
You want us to write that in the chat, right?
Write that in the chat. Take a few minutes. What organizing activities, what gatherings, what performances can we do together on Zoom, or maybe somewhere in particular in the world? Emily says watch parties, and of course we want to expand those watch parties. I think the watch parties this year have transformed performing the world. It's opened it up to so many more people, and who would never go to a conference, who would never know about most of the things we all talked about without those watch parties. Create an international WhatsApp group for ongoing conversations among all of us. Support making a connection with Voices for Change and COSI, Africa. Louis Hinman says, introduce Jesse Wells to Playing for Change. Well, I bet he knows about him, but he may not know how to talk with him. It's great. Having Instagram live chats among our rhizomic members. Host a hip hop event, an international hip hop event, I would add. That's great, Taylor. Oh, the storytelling idea expanded in a new way, intergenerational storytelling, and creating plays and performances together online across generations, not only across national borders. Continue watch parties after the conference. Great way to introduce new people to our work. Yes, since everything that happened over the last 4 days is recorded, you can gather the ones you want to share with conference sessions with your friends and loved ones and strangers. And bring presenters together to co-create a session or an event or whatever, like the connection that Abrahams and Daniel Baraka made. Yeah, not Baraka, Barikata, the guy from the peace camp. I would love to have a way to hear and showcase the connections for people that the people make after PTW. For example, connect, as it just says, connecting the peace camps and the breakdancing in Uganda. Yeah, more about watch parties. I like to create spaces where we can learn how to expand the watch parties using technology works best. So it would be great to have a whiteboard or a WhatsApp for all the presenters to have all of us so can ask questions of them. Yeah, well, very related to that, from California, there's a question. Maybe we could find a way to have meetups with the presenters where people could talk to them in depth. Yep. And people have people that they want to talk further with about PTW, what grows from that. I hope to connect with more of you to allow our ideas to bloom. And then reinforcing the International Hip Hop Festival. An International Hip Hop Peace Festival would be amazing. Let's learn how to create events with children and vintage speaking, and not sure what they were, but for children and having them talk to each other across the borders. Teaching material made from excerpts from the conference. Like the spokesperson training, offer a workshop or series of sessions to learn how to share what we've learned and to grow from the participation from Performing the World 2026. Have a mini PTW in the middle of the year. Have, it was similar to what was earlier about youth, have youth across borders lead presentation. I would like to see PTW expand further into the Caribbean and other spaces. Morph the All Power to the Developing podcast, which is the East Side's podcast, to have Des co-host with all and more of the speakers we've heard today. Have the episodes be conversations across organizations. Finding a way to bring creating our mental health team to the Middle East and to Africa. Start doing presentations one at a time instead of, I guess, in a conference. Bring audiences to be introduced to the organizations once a month, and then come to a climax in a conference in November 2026. Facilitate more international connections for advocacy, the GIFts organization. create our story in the world. How about a constantly running poem on some interactive platform? Another one asking for creating our mental health to be able to expand into the Middle East and further into Africa. And the second person asking to introduce Jesse Wells, who's for those of you who don't know, he's an American political topical songwriter playing for change. And then, of course, we've been trying to do this for a couple of years now, but keep doing it deeper, having people who presented this time introduce us to more organizations and people for next time.
I thought that was fantastic. The work that you all did, the committees, your organizing committee, to have that happen. So it was very touching to see that Carlos had referred
the Peace Camp.
Peace Camp.
Danny.
Yes. Just that was beautiful. And just yes. Congratulations to what you actually presented. What was here. Fabulous work. Fabulous work.
And thank you all for those great suggestions. There's so much there. It's amazing how much collective thought we had in 5 minutes. It was just beautiful.
And that rhizomatic painting that Lois has behind her, and that's somehow I think rhizomes are going to be part of our future always, like it was in the background of Lois, yet it wasn't the background. It became a living, breathing art. And I think it's kind of like it could continue years to come because it's going to keep morphing or developing or whatever we say they do, rhizomes, or we do. But I just think that's like our thing now. That's how we're looking. I mean, it could change, but it's so powerful, Lois, with you.
Thank you, Rita.
I love that.
And we're all learning to say it too.
Yes, and spell it.
But then spelling it, that's another hard thing. Wonderful. This has been not an ending, but a closing. Des, I think you're gonna have us dance out or something.
Yes, yes. This is not a goodbye, but maybe an end of a chapter of a very, 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 very long book that we're all gonna together. So thank you so much for being with us over these last 4 days, and let's continue to perform the world.
Everybody can unmute. We're going to have a collective singing.
Oh my God.
This song says,
Yay.
No matter who you are,
wait, I got to put the
no
words
matter
in.
where you go in your life, at some point you're going to need somebody to stand by you.
Yeah.
Take yourselves off.
I got it, Des.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, yeah.
Stand by me. No matter who you are.
Words are in the chat.
No matter where you go.
No matter where you go.
You're gonna need
You gonna need
somebody to stand by you. No matter how much money you got.
No matter how much money.
All the friends you got. You're gonna need somebody
stand by you.
When the night has come, and the land is dark,
and the moon completely like we'll see.
how
I will be
just
As long as you stand
by
stand by me.
Everybody now.
Stand
Stand by
by
me.
oh,
Oh,
stand by me.
stand
Oh,
by
stand by me. Stand by me. When the sky
Okay.
humble and fall, mountains to the sea.
In the sea.
I won't cry, shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me.
Stand by you.
By me, stand by. Let that night
Bye-bye.
angels stop. The only thing to see. No, I won't be afraid.
All of you. Stand by.
Oh, yeah.
Stand by we.
Stand by we.
Stand by we.
Stand by
We.
Love it.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Great, everybody.
Until next
Thank you,
time.
everyone.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you.
BTW forever.
Yes.
Woo! Forever.
Yes. Don't stop. Don't stop.
You won't.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Love you.
See you soon.
Yeah, take care. Take care. Take care, everyone.